Today we are doing a socket for battery charging here in this hole for two batteries, because I have two batteries in this board, and we will use DEUTSCH connectors. If you never heard about them but you are somehow related to the marine industry, boat electric or auto electric, then you need to know what are DEUTSCH connectors. But I think you know them. So, and here I will review few interesting details about using DTP, not DT, connectors step by step. So stay with me. I think even if you never heard about them, even if you heard about them, you will find some interesting information. But if you never heard about them, then you will probably like them a lot. Part number for this socket is this one. So DTP, P for power 04, 4P, and LE07 is this modification with this flange. There is also a gasket, but we will talk about it later. So I decided to be in DTP Syria for this use case. So in DT we have contacts 16 that are limited by 13 amperes. Well, it's more or less okay for charging, but I decided to start from 25 and stay in 25, also for different other reasons. I don't want to explain them now. So we have DTP, and we will use contact size 12. That allows us to use gauge 12 to 14 cables. Yeah, so we will get back to the contacts soon. We are going to the board now and talk about contacts more. So guys, I'm in the board. The cable is stripped. The cable is 4 by 4 millimeter square, so it's about gauge 10, gauge 11, gauge 12. We'll get back to this as well as to the stripping. Now about contacts. That's where you will make a lot of mistakes, as I'm always do. So this our selected part is called, you can see, receptacle. So it's called receptacle, yeah. And when you use receptacle, it accepts pins, not the socket. You should just remember this. So there is a similar receptacle, and you can see pins there. So it is not exactly correct to use receptacle with hot open contacts pin that are energized. So like in my case, yeah, I will install it there. It will be connected to the battery. It means that pin are energized. So the right rule is to use the corresponding part, which is called a plug. Oh, by the way, I can show you it here on the example of trim tabs. Yeah, wait a moment. Yeah, that part will be right to use if things are energized. However, in my case, why I do this way, because there is no plug with this flange. Yeah, so this receptacle has this nice flange that can be mounted to the wall. Yeah, I will use some other solution to protect it. We will get back to this, but now we decided we use receptacle and we need to use pins. In case of DTP, it's quite easy, and our selected size of contacts 12 is quite easy. In DTP, yeah, you have more choice. So, and this asterisks, yeah, you call them, not stars, they are about material. 31 would be for gold, but you will not find it. So one for nickel. So we basically have just one part number, and we have it here. Oops, that one, yeah. So 0506 euro per one. That is the contact, yeah. So it will accept these gauges 12 to 14, not 4, yeah, but look, here is 3, here is 5, where is 4? Well, when you convert from this system to metric system, it's quite difficult to find the right size, but I already checked 4 will be accepted by the contacts, yeah. Well, the next important point, you should have this printed and always use it. The next point is about sealing. Actually, again, in DTP, it's quite simple because you usually cannot find e-seal on the market. What is this seal? It is about this grommet, gasket, yeah, and these holes there. So they should match your cable diameter here. And you can see that here starting from 3.4, here from 2.4. For example, you have 3 diameters 3, you should be with E seal. But when you have diameters 3, then probably the gauge of the cable of your cable is that one that you don't need DTP. You are okay with DT. That's why probably you cannot find E seal for DTP on the market, at least in stocks. So, but anyway, you check that you are within this range. If you are not, you don't have IP67 sealing. And then why do you use this nice solution if you don't make it right? So do it right. Yeah. So we are in N seal. The cable is the right one. Next is stripping. Again, you should follow the documentation. You can print or just use from this video. You have this 12th size of the contacts, pin or socket. Well, currently we consider pin, doesn't matter. So, and that's the distance you strip it. For stripping to the right distance, you use the tool like that one. But anyway, in my experience, you usually need to adjust it even after stripping to make it the right. What is right is here. Between the insulation and the contact, you should have that distance. Again, do it right, otherwise why you use this nice expensive solution if you don't make it right. Crimping you do with that tool, and guys, please, no Chinese tools. If you do things right, you have to have the right tool. Yeah, so yeah, you can see 12 is the maximum, or 3 is the maximum. Here we will see how it works now. Yeah, it's easy to use this tool. You can watch other videos. We set to 3. Yeah, I set it in advance. We then adjust it for the contacts. I don't want to show it. So now we do some crimping. I don't know yet if I will do comments or not. I should find tripod and let's see. By the way, important note, when you work with AC, you always usually remember to switch off the tripper. But in case of DC, often forget to take clamps out of the battery, especially when you have 2 and you need to disconnect this battery and another one. So just a reminder. Well, use of the tool is actually quite simple. You put the contact there and you match it with that surface, adjusting by this green one, yeah, and then you fix with that nut. That's it. It's very simple. Then you put the cable. I think the light is from the wrong direction, but okay. Yeah, and you crimp it. I need second hand. Yeah. So you check from the inspection window that you still have cable there. Yeah, lighting is wrong. And crimp in the right place. I think here it's not the right place because doing video and doing job is quite difficult. Here was in the right place. We will get back to this when I am out of the board. I will show you what means the right crimping. according to the documentation. Look, example of the best crimping. And now I go out from the board, we will look on the documentation, and I will tell you what was right and wrong with use of this tool. That is the documentation about crimping, and it has information about the right crimping here, yeah, and it shows the right crimping, that uniform wall, no voids in crimp area, and so small voids acceptable, but big voids no. So this is crimped too strong, so it's uneven wall thickness, and it's crimping too loose. So guys, none of the Chinese tool will do this job for you, guaranteed. So what was the mistake with crimping? So actually, when you adjust the tool, you need to push this contact there and then adjust on the right level, because when you do crimping, you push it with the wire, and if you adjusted it to be level with that surface without pushing it, and then you push it with the cable further, then the crimping area will be here, not in the middle. So when you do adjustment, yeah, so to be level with the surface, you push it. So now it's adjusted. When it's pushed, it's the same level with that surface. Then you are on the right crimping area. Hope I explained it clear. I don't know, say me in comments or like. Let's take a look at documentation for this specification, LE07. You can see it's end seal, weld on flange, and short cup. What is cup? Cup is that one. It holds this grommet sealing from popping out. So usually when you buy Chinese, they usually sell this default option, and you can see it's always trying to pop out. Yeah, so guys, I really recommend you to buy at least with the short cup. You can also buy modification for the shrinking tube, but at least short cup, especially in that application when in board vibration you don't want this sealing pop out. So really buy this modification. So then we have the gasket, yeah, which is that part number, and actually you don't want they don't have it for many part numbers, so that was also the reason why I choose that one. And then we need the lock, yeah, to lock it here. And so, and you usually watch the documentation. Okay, let me show you. Yeah, you can see like receptacle, we have 4 pins, and we have that part number, WP4P, that one. So we have it, and we go to the board, yeah, and we do it here because it should be from that side, and it will be quite easy. We just insert these contacts to the receptacle, then put the lock, and that's it. I think with no comments, so you can hear the voice, the sound of clicks. And you decide how you want to do this. In my case, I use 1 for battery 1 plus, 2 for battery 2 plus, 3 and 4 their grounds. So you have seen it was quite simple, and we have IP67 when it's done right connection here. We don't need to do anything else. I will just yeah, fix it here, either this or another direction, I don't know yet. And yeah, so it's quite odd that we have energized contact there, but guys, I explained you why and how no, actually how I'm going to protect it. It will go to another video because I need to do a lot of other stuff now before fishing season is open. So I think I will write another episode where I also doing adapter with different DEUTSCH connector, because I want to charge both batteries in the same time from here, and I'm doing adapter. I think I will use that part which is called plug. I don't know yet, we will see. So it goes here. Yeah, and I can show you at least that you use what is called socket contact in the plug. Yeah, that one. But all next things will go to the next episode when I decide how I continue here. I actually already decided, it's written somewhere, but as I explained you, these connectors are quite complicated. You need to make a project and then just follow your own project. So guys, I hope you liked it. So if you do, then please thumbs up and like it and subscribe to see next part. Thank you. Bye.